welcome back to another vlog. I am just on my way to go and see my grandma because it's her birthday today, but already today I have swapped out some decorations. All of the Halloween and pumpkin decorations are going away in the garage and digging out all the Christmas stuff. The tree is up there. I think that's going to be a Lee job. I cannot tell you how much I love this. I got it from Costco last year. What is it called? Santa's bags. It fits so much stuff in it, and when I put everything away, first of all, it was exciting to put everything away. It was like a nice experience to kind of pack everything. There's 3 layers in here, all the baubles, all the tree decorations, and I've put all of the lights kind of organised away in here. It's just so much more enjoyable to unpack all of the decorations when they've been packed away in a more organised fashion. I think everything in the bottom 2 layers is all the decoration stuff, so this can kind of stay. Also, this way I was able to separate all of the, like, this is a glass one with a softer one. I honestly wish I was working on some kind of commission with this, because I could sell this to anyone. It is fantastic. I tell a lie. Underneath here was more stuff. So this was the tree I mentioned in TK Maxx, or in my TK Maxx video. I bought a white tree to go with this one because I knew I'd bought this one last year. This and something else. These came from Marks and Spencer, and I think they're super cute. These were stockings that I bought last year, and I believe inside the stockings, my snow globes. Bit genius, if I do say so myself. Also have to say that this is fabric, and I've just opened a box of cushions and stuff that was in one of these boxes. Everything was moldy, so it's in the washing machine right now. Cushions and fabric stuff. Everything in here, not a problem at all. I'm assuming this is like water resistant, but this is like totally fresh and dry. We're gonna get back into the decorating later on today. When the kids come home, I'm gonna get the tree out, or maybe Lee's gonna get the tree out, and I'll show you what I've done with the village and the little bits. Quite like this year I've kind of decorated backwards. I decorated like the surfaces and little knickknacks and things, and then we're going to do the tree, and the tree will be like the final piece, whereas usually quite late at night I'll decide 8 o'clock in the evening, like, let's get the tree out, and it takes hours, and then I start like fiddling around with the knickknacks and all of those things, and that takes me into the wee hours. So this way the tree will be like the final piece, and when it's all finished we'll turn on the lights and it'll be festive. It might be too early for you, but it's never too early for me. So by the time Lee came home last night and could get me the tree down from the rafters, I couldn't be bothered to do it anymore, truthfully. So he did get it down for me when he went in the gym, which is the garage gym. And we're going to do it later on today, but I thought I would share. I went to bed last night hungry. We'd eaten a lot. I hadn't, deprived myself of food. But I was so tired. I was like literally like couldn't keep my eyes open, falling asleep, and dreaming of the Subway I was going to order first thing in the morning. And here it is. It is 9:31, and I'm having a foot-long tuna melt with, very important, salt and vinegar crisps. Salt and vinegar crisps with a tuna sandwich. Do not at me. This is the only combination. Following up with cheesecake, and it is not even 10 o'clock yet. If I didn't know it was impossible, I'd say I was pregnant. Do you have those days where you're just like, no amount of food is enough food? So I unpacked the tree and realised the tree skirt, very important, was still in the garage. But more importantly, couldn't find the legs of the tree anywhere. Looked everywhere, decided there must have been one more box of Christmas things. This box used to be filled with toys. And Lee said, what about the red box? And I said, no, that's Playmobil. And then I looked just to the side where a big clear box was full of Playmobil. And here we have the missing Christmas box. I actually forgot about the majority of these things. And were it not for these, I would have missed out on all these Christmas decorations. Most importantly, this beautiful wreath that I bought last year. Isn't it gorgeous? It's also so sparkly. You get glitter constantly coming off it. So I've put it here for now. I don't know where it's going to live. Oh, I also have, this is Manny waiting for his dad to come back in because Lee's in the garage outside, which he must be looking at himself, surely, because he can't see outside. Oh, I forgot I had that. I've also got a little advent calendar house thing. And this reindeer that we've had for so many years, halfway through December, I'd have been like, oh, where's the reindeer? the new Starbucks opened recently, and the most exciting part is that they are on Too Good To Go. Which, if you've never used, it's an app that is connected to loads of different things in the area. Like, we've got ones that do for like Toby Carvery, that kind of thing. Supermarkets, loads of different stuff. And then Starbucks, Costa, that kind of thing as well. Stuff that would usually be thrown out, you can pay a small amount of money. I think it's like £4.50 or something for Starbucks, and then you go the next night really, really late when everything is kind of beyond the point of sale, and you can go and collect a little bag of stuff for a lot less than you would usually pay. Look at sad little Manny waiting for us to come home. We've been gone for 10 minutes, Manny, really. We got a breakfast sandwich, a little pizza thing, and 2 brownies. And they give you this, like, how to heat things up, what you've actually got. It's great, and it's kind of like a surprise what you're gonna get. And you definitely try things that you wouldn't necessarily have tried if you were just kind of picking from the menu. I thought I'd share this since it feels a little bit festive. I made these for the party last weekend, and we didn't use them all. Pretty much just ice cubes, but in like cupcake case trays, and then I put some sliced fruit in them, and they are the perfect size for a single drink. They last for ages, the ice cubes, because obviously they're bigger than regular ice cubes, and you're left with kind of a fruit infusion, a little bit fancy. I did them last year at Christmas time with some little red berries as well, and some like rosemary and stuff like that. Very cute. Also, this is really, really tasty. I've never had this before. I bought it again for the Halloween party and we never had it. So we're having it with gin. And it's very, very tasty. It's Lee's birthday today, so we're having a little mini celebration. We've had some cheese and biscuits because festive. And he's very much looking forward to going to Starbucks in the morning. Actually walking Starbucks and getting a drink inside and having a cake because he's 40 now. And this is our lives. Lee's just gone inside the doctor's to get his flu jab, and not because he's an old man now, because he's got asthma. And asthma. We were just doing a spelling test in the car, impromptu, and I brought my cameras because we're going to go to Sheffield, and I thought I would go. I know I said I was going to send them off, but I didn't. Kept meaning to send off for the little label to send them back to Analog Wonderland, but I'm just going to send them all back to Max Spielman because I still get the film back. So I figure worst case scenario, I can always send it off again if I feel like someone else could develop the pictures better. But also I get the actual pictures when I think we're good. When I do it this way, and I want to get some albums and just put all of the pictures, even the terrible ones, in these albums. It's just going to be kind of like a fun thing. Anyway, so I'm rewinding my film. I think it's done. How'd it go?
Quick and painful.
We got the pictures back. Well, we got some of the pictures back. The black and white film they actually couldn't develop, so they gave me my money back, and I've got to send that off to be developed elsewhere. But the Vegas pictures are brilliant. And then we also had like a little snap. These aren't all of them, but just some of the photos from the Halloween party. I'm making my first attempt at AeroPress coffee. The last time I tried to do something pour over here, everything kind of collapsed and there was coffee everywhere. So fingers crossed, I've done everything that the man on YouTube said. So now it should just be like a cafetiere. He said, just gently push it down. I freshly ground the beans. I feel like if this is not the best coffee we've ever had in our lives, I feel like this is going to give us more coffee than we actually want. I think we're going to try it with just like a little bit of milk and some vanilla syrup. I think the most exciting part of this, because coffee making when it's like ground coffee can be quite messy, is that you just take off this. It's not very pretty to look at, but you take off this and then you just pop this out, literally just push this into the bin and it's gone. I'm not getting grinds everywhere. I assume this is dishwasher safe. Not bad at all. More coffee, less milk. Finally made it on our walk to Starbucks. There are no less than 3 dogs in this Starbucks. We're totally bringing money next time. I think I made a mistake. This is the caramel waffle latte and it is so sweet. I usually would order things like with less syrup and stuff, and I just ordered it as it came. It's so sweet, I can't actually drink the top of it. The top layer is just pure molten sugar.
It's perfect.
Lee loves it. You are a sweet drink person now.
Yeah, I know.
But this is crazy. Well, it's got a frappuccino.
Wearing his favourite jacket.
Wearing his favourite jacket.
It's my favourite.
Is it C for Christmas?
He just really wants that jacket.
Wearing our new
outfits.
Primark outfits. And he's playing some kind of twisted hangman with his gingerbread. We rescued a Starbucks sign because all of these signs that were around the new one that had opened had fallen on the ground. Hence the broken sign. And Lee was like, you should totally get that for the bar. And so I did. I walked all the way back on a main road holding that massive sign. It's not abnormal at all. Kind of thought I could stick it up there.
Got three.
Manny is like, please let me come out and see these sparklers. This is as close to bonfire night as we got.
Milo's terrified right now.
I get it. Morning visit from Belle. The window is not open. I don't know how she thinks she's gonna enter the house. And I'm so glad we spent all that money having the windows painted. Aeropressing again this morning. It's still a work in progress. I've got the tree on a timer, but it's pretty much dark all day now. So should I just start the timer at like 7 a.m? I pretty much finished my entire cup of coffee while I was editing this vlog. And it was a week's worth of clips, although it wasn't super long. It was a week. So I'm kind of feeling fairly confident about Vlogmas because I've decided to start uploading stuff in the evening now. I don't know if you've noticed. I don't think anybody cares, honestly. But I've started uploading things at like 5, 6 o'clock at night instead of 7 a.m. And it just gives me a little bit of leeway if that day I was like, oh, you know, I didn't have a video today. I could still film, edit and upload a video for 6 o'clock at night. And I feel like that kind of gives me a little bit of flexibility, especially with vlogs, because it means I can vlog right up until the very last minute. Then the next morning I can edit that for that day. So I'm feeling pretty good about Vlogmas. I actually might try and do daily vlogs this week just to see. I'm trying to make some plans for December. I might be going to London with Emma. I actually have the week off leading to Christmas, which is my favourite time to have off. It's nice to have between Christmas and New Year, but my personal work doesn't have any kind of shutdown over Christmas. We work 24 hours a day, or at least the people in the building do, which is why sometimes I work late because there are shift patterns. But there are people who work because it's rail, people who work 24 hours a day. So there's no time where you go like, well, we don't need any trains. So there's no Christmas shutdown. You have to actually compete for time off. And that week before Christmas never used to be available. And then a couple of years ago, they decided to make it available. And that's my favourite time to have. So that whole week leading up to Christmas, I'm going to make some plans to do some stuff with the kids. And I'm actually hosting Christmas dinner now here at our house for the first time. So very, very excited about that. And I think I'm going to do some test things in terms of like food and desserty things over the period as well. So feeling very positive about Christmas this year. Not that I ever feel negative about it, but I do feel like sometimes it just doesn't hit the spot. And I know that could totally be because I start Christmas so early, but I'm kind of the opinion that these days, because it doesn't always kind of scratch that itch, it doesn't really give me what I want it to. I want to get Christmas wherever I can get it. And at the beginning of November, it's when I feel most like, oh, I'm so excited. This is the kind of glow period. And so if this is the time where I feel the most festive and the most Christmassy, then I'm gonna take it where I can get it. Because sometimes towards the end of December, when it actually gets close to Christmas, it gets a bit stressful and a little bit tense. So I try to not put all of the emphasis on those few days and just stretch it out over 2 months and do all of the things that I want to do and not put the pressure on. It has to be the most amazing one day or half an hour, you know? So that's why I start Christmas so early, because I love it. But this year I'm feeling fairly positive. I think probably because I can kind of control Christmas Day itself, because it's literally here. I feel maybe a little bit more like, okay, so leading up to it, I can kind of decide what that day is going to look like, which is fun for the first time. So anyone with any suggestions or advice for like first time hosting Christmas, I am all ears, because I don't know if I know what I've let myself in for. I dug out my big coat because I can wear what Milo considers to be pajamas. It's a sweatsuit, right? It's like a jogging, what do you call this? A tracksuit. I can wear this out of the house. if it's covered in a big coat. That's going to be it for this vlog. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, because I'm told the more engagement that something receives, the better. I don't understand algorithms. It's only been 12 years.